Hi, in this video, we'll be able to listen to some of the guests which we invite to our weekly Mr. Metaverse discussion. On the Metaverse platforms discussions, we rate blindly from 1 to 5, 1 being the best, 5 being the worst, 5 Metaverse platforms. And when you rate them, you don't know which one is coming next. So it's a blind rating game. And we'll be doing it for next 4 months more. So these months, previous months, we already have the video live, so you can already go watch the video on our YouTube channel where 5 speakers rated other 5 platforms with interesting results. Right?
Is it the rating from 1 to
Alright.
5 from decentral and up, and I'll be up for it? Yeah.
It'll be less popular platforms. Some of them are popular, some of them like Shashai, Aditya, and then Konstantina, Maria, and Timothy. So the game begins. So there's, I said, 5 platforms which will be coming. You have to rate them from best to worst. We have to be you just say the number, and I'll write it down. No explanation, nothing. You just tell the number, so we can be as short as possible. So let's start with Timothy. So the first platform to rate will be Horizon Worlds, or World from Meta, basically. Tim, from 1 to 5.
Oh, shit, I haven't been in the Horizon Worlds. I want to put it.
It's a legless platform.
It's a legless platform.
Yeah, like you have to pay for legs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you haven't seen the videos. You haven't seen the videos.
By Meta platform.
All right, all right. Maybe let's move someone else. Then you can Google it just in case, so you make a better judgment. Constantina.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up while we go to something else.
Constantina, what's your judgment for Horizon Worlds from 1 to 5?
That kind with the legs was really fun. I will put let's say 3 because of not for the legs, but because they brought the essence of what we speak right now. So I give them that to them.
All right.
But it's a little bit dry, so I would put it 3.
Yeah, it did definitely need of some legs. So Maria, what's your take?
I will say 2 because of the legs, but also because I don't like Meta going to this one just because of all the stuff. So yes, I go just for the history of the business, I think.
All right, makes sense. So Aditya.
I would actually, contrary to, I'd rate them a 4. I have a deep respect for the company. I'm not very fond of their corporate values and the way they look at customer data, but couple of good things. Even though it's a low poly experience and you don't have the legs.
I have to specify. 1 is best, 5 is worst.
Oh, 5 is worst. So I would go closer to 2.
Yeah, I understood that you didn't. Yeah, so I bet.
Yeah, so closer to 2. Yeah, so basically, low poly is it's not so bad when you're completely in VR and you have a headset on. And the other thing is they manage the user part very well. So when you go over a number of users, they spin up new virtual instances, all of that high technical stuff which is missing in spatial today.
All right.
So I'd give it maybe a 2 or 2.5. Yeah.
All right. So I mean, you can do it. You have to. So it'll be 5 platforms, and you basically when you said 2, then there will be 4 more, and you will have only 4 placements. So be careful with your placement. Shai.
Yeah, I was a Horizon close beta user, and I'm still in the Horizon Facebook community. So initially, when we started with this beta navigation, I would give it a 1, but over this past few months, it has been declining. Or even though there's this workrooms together with Horizon Worms, and what Maria said, that we don't have any occlusion with in terms of the legs. It initially was a 1. I would give it now a 4.
4, interesting. I mean, there can be worse platforms coming.
Yeah,
you're risking it. All right, Tim. Did you look it up? Are you ready to rate?
Yeah, the more I see it, I'm gonna move it down to 4. It belongs in 4th spot.
all right. So the platform number 2 is Somnium Space. It's not really popular platform. I mean, in a massive scale, but they're based in Prague. So for me, it's a plus. As I'm based in Prague as well, and I was in their head office. I saw the platform myself, really in depth. Spoke with with builders. But other than that, I mean, I'm not great. I'm just asking. But yes, so Somnium Space. So I hope you know about that, or if you don't, just quickly Google that. It's a platform which they focus on VR, and they made target is VR. And the only interesting fact about it, many people don't know about, they are building first European VR headset, and I think it should be launched in autumn. So it'll be first the world European VR headset, new competition in the market. So I mean, at least that's how it claims. Maybe it's not the first. I need to double check. Maria, what's your rating for Somnium Space?
Well, I haven't tried this one, but I see that they are using UE5, right?
I think so. Yes. Yes.
Well, I think that for that reason, just try and VR experience that some metaverses don't have. I will go for 4, but I don't actually, I haven't tested it, so first time I heard it.
You remember, the first is the best, the fifth is the worst, right? So number 4.
Well, no, I don't know. Maybe I go for 3. I will go for 4 because of
Okay.
the UE5.
I just need to double check that that you don't have the same understood me like I did here. So Konstantina, what's your take? And just let's make the ball roll quickly. So just rate the platforms and we discuss. What's
Okay,
number?
well, can I put the same number that I put with Horizon World? Or I
No,
have to
that's
No.
a fun of the game.
Fuck. Okay, I will go with 4 because I don't
Okay.
like the aesthetics, but I like the virtual reality.
All right, Shy.
That is only.
Shy.
Yeah, Somnium Space is building on top of Decentraland. It's a bit like that. What I like about Somnium Space is that the future possibility of using blockchain and distributed ledger technology. I do really love Metaverse that uses blockchain. It still has potential. I would give it a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Aditya.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Arthur, and I've already used up my 2, so I'll have to give it a 3. I'm regretful about this, but it's one of the only high performing spaces out there which uses blockchain and NFT. So every building could be an NFT. Very similar to Decentraland.
So Somnium
So
Space is
very
interesting.
good thought process and high poly as well.
Tim, what's your take?
Yeah, it looks like it follows a lot of the same principles Upland does on the Ethereum chain instead of the EOS chain. So yeah, I'll give it a 2.
All right, cool. So
Seems like it's in the early stages.
all right, the platform number 3 is the Nemesis. I hope you know about this platform. If you don't, I recommend googling it. It actually, I think it was rated as the best platform by one of the metaverse rating agencies. At least they got like first or second place. So, Konstantina, what's your take on the Nemesis? They call them the Nemesis Metaverse, but I'll just call them the Nemesis because call them a Metaverse platform Metaverse is just for me hard for me. Konstantina, so the Nemesis, where you place it? Hello?
Sorry, I don't have experience about the Nemesis, so I will go with this. Would be my worst 5.
I mean, you're in tricky waters. You only have 1 and 2 left, and don't know what to in future. All right.
Yeah, but okay, I keep the worst. I will be open. I will keep the worst for Decentraland because this is what I don't like the most.
All right, I will tell you. The Centraland was already played. It was last week, last month. So
Okay, so it's not here.
Yeah, it was already rated as the worst in previous one. So yeah, don't worry. So you keep 5. All right. Aditya, the Nemesis.
Yeah, I would have to use my 4.
Okay.
I don't know too much about the platform, to be honest. But I've seen some solid brands on their website. So unfortunately, they're probably a very good team, but I have to give them a 4.
Shy. They need to spend more on marketing.
Yeah.
Shy.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with Nemesis either. But I believe there's a kind of like a multi MMORPG kind of a VR that we have. So because I'm not familiar as much as Somnium and Metaverse or Horizon World, I will give it a 5 for now.
Okay, thank you, Maria.
Okay, so I haven't tried this one also, but I saw a picture that they are trying to integrate Ready Player Me avatars. So I think because of that, I will give it the number 3. Yeah. I also was saving 1 for the central. Now let's see, because I have my 1 and my 5.
Yes.
Let's see how it goes.
Tim.
Yeah, so I'm on their website now, and it looks like it says purchase lands using the NIMS. So it looks like they're going to have their own token system that like Decentraland and Sandbox have. And I don't like currency speculations in Metaverse. I actually think it's stupid. So I'm gonna put it at a 5.
Okay, fair enough. One quick story about Nemesis from personal experience, because I have explored more than 150 platforms. Nemesis was one of it. It was interesting, I would say. So regarding the tokens, you're right. Regarding the land, you're right. I'm not a big fan of that as well. But from the what they did is that they have they had the unique opening party from 2018 for like select few of early adopters or something. It was like a Halloween party to celebrate. And when I was exploring the platform, they have a portal on like general world, which led me to another portal, and then to another portal, and after a couple portals, I was able to discover the portal to the original 2018 unique event, just hidden somewhere else. So I got to this unique event, I redeemed the tickets. I redeemed the costumes, which is like exclusive of 2018, and it was hilarious because the fact that like I just technically on the account I'm like 2000, I attended 2018 exclusive for early adopters party, while I did that in like 2021 2022. So that was a big mistake, I think, or blunder on their part. But at least, I mean, I spent a while jumping through portals, and I just love exploring. So I guess I earned it. But it was really fun experience when I realized, when I see on the wall that it's a couple years old, and then these tickets is just exclusive for this event, and I'm like, all right, that's funny. All right, moving forward to the part number 4. I think it's the least known on the list. It's Naos VR, another prog-based platform, and I recommend everyone who doesn't know what is Naos VR to spend a day to research this platform, and ideally make there's already plenty of YouTube videos as well, because it has a huge drama and it has an interesting story behind it. Because basically Naos VR was built by one developer over the course of 5-6 years, and at the time in 2021 when they got into drama, it was arguably the best platform with the amount of resources they put, like comparatively. There were like, it was poorly optimized, but what it had, all the perks, benefits, everything was phenomenal, and the community is still going strong even after the blunder 2021. It's just I'll keep it as a cliffhanger. I recommend you checking this out. There should be some YouTube videos, not on our channel, but like on other channels. Just Google Naos VR. It's NOES, like Naos, NEOS, and then VR, Naos VR. So all right. Then let's. I bet maybe none of the speakers know about it, but I hope some will. Aditya, what's your rating for Naos?
Yeah, I haven't heard of them either, but unfortunately, because they probably have low engagement.
Yeah, so they have a drama 2 years ago, and basically the platform is dead right now. I mean, developer-wise.
Yeah, so I would have to give them my 5 because
makes sense.
I don't know too much about it. Yeah.
All right, Shai?
Yeah, I should have given it a 5 now. But I will stick with 3 because it's still early days. It's not yet releasable on a VR headset, so I'll put it at 3 because it's still there. Whether if we try to be better or not, yeah.
All right, Constantina.
I have only 1 and 2, so I will give them 2.
Okay. Maria?
I have 1 and 5.
Yeah.
So this one is hard, but I think it's a pioneer project, right? And it was done by one person only.
Yeah.
So I think for this one, I will give my 5. And it also reminds me a little about Counter-Strike. I don't know why.
And I can say that even though it was done by one developer, as I said, it arguably can, at least at 2021, was the best platform there were, and it still can compete, even though it was not in development for 2 years. The thing is, what it does is that Naos VR is one of the best explanations, like examples of interoperability. Like the thing is, you can make a project in Blender, move it to Naos, edit it there, and then move it back out, export it, and you don't have any issues. So you don't have to build on other platforms. You don't have and the fact that they did it like a couple years ago, and then they got into crypto drama and killed the project. That's the hardest part for me, because I love Naos with all my heart. Tim.
Yeah. So, it's spelled NOSVR, right?
NEOS.
Okay, I just want to make sure I was looking at the right one. Okay, yeah, so NEOSVR.
Not
okay,
Naos.
Yeah, I got it now. Yeah, so I was looking at them, and it looks like this is a layer 2 metaverse for creators who want to create user-generated content. Is that correct?
Give me a second. I'm sure if you're looking the right one. I mean, it's a VR project. It's a social platform. I hope you're looking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's a layer 2 that's going to connect to a layer 1 eventually. I like these because they're first of all they're free to do anything in. And so the way that I envision the metaverse is that you have like brands like Doritos, Pepsi, Coke. They're all going to create their own gaming experience in a world like Neos, where it's you just create your own thing and you invite people in. All of these different experiences are going to need a central hub. Those central hubs are considered layer 1. So what we're looking at with Neos is considered a layer 2 metaverse, and I absolutely love these. Spatial is the leader in layer 2 metaverse. They're absolutely killing it. And so I'm going to put this as a 1 because I only have 1 and 3 left, and I have to give shout outs to layer 2s. So
Right.
I'm gonna put it as number 1.
I mean, I should have picked the worst. I should have put Horizon World as the last one, and then it will win as the first platform for everyone. That was a mistake on my part, but it is what it is. So there's one platform left. You all have only one placement, so I will just read it out. So there's a platform called Odyssey. I don't know how to provide say Odyssey. I think it's Odyssey Metaverse Platform, Odyssey VR, whatever you can call it. Team rated Odyssey as number 3. Constantina put it as number 1. Constantina, I hope you at least know what the platform is. Same with Maria and Aditya. You all rated it as number 1. So I'll ask you. The next question is why is it number 1? So Shai as well. So we have argumentatively a winner of today. 4 out of 5 speakers placed Odyssey as number 1. So that was unexpected. 100%. But it is what it is, I guess. Thank you to the watching to the end. If you like more exclusive content, you like the memes, or you'd like to learn through the text, consider subscribing to our newsletter. Links in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and probably you might like this video.